Hey team, so today's topic is going to be over how to reduce Achilles tendonitis pain. And I have dealt with this several times over the years. I just got a recent question actually today from a gentleman named Matt Armstrong. Asked, have you ever developed Achilles tendonitis while marathon training? If so, what did you do and for how long? Great question, Matt, and I definitely know if you take some time away from the sport, man, and you heal up, complete rest is without question the best remedy. And I know it's the most difficult too. I know you had mentioned that you're planning for the New York City Marathon July 1st. Congratulations with that, because that is an awesome race, man. That was my debut marathon in 2002. You're going to have great competition, but the most important thing, without question, is what you do today, starting today, is going to dictate how your preparation goes forward leading into New York City. Now, you said you're going to start training in July 1st. June 5th to July 1st, if you take complete rest, just continue to monitor how you're feeling. If it continues to get tight, stop running. Don't try to run through this. I tried to do that several years ago, and I've dealt with Achilles tendonitis several times over the years. Some of the best remedies I can provide, without question, obviously, and the most difficult, is complete rest. But I also recommend filling up some styrofoam cups with water, putting those in your freezer, and you can peel around the cup, and it's a great remedy in terms of massaging that particular that tendon, and massaging 10 to 15 minutes daily, and continuing to monitor how you're feeling in terms of when you go out and run. Try your very best, if you are going to run, to get off of pavement or concrete. Run as much as you can on grass or on dirt. Another option that you can do, and something that I did in terms of Achilles tendonitis, to take off that pressure off of the tendon when you're out running, is get in the deep end of a pool and do pool running. You can wear the flotation device. Flotation device will make it very, very easy for you to do long runs, or especially if you're wearing the flotation device, it's very easy. It's much easier to do pool running than if you weren't wearing a flotation device. But that being said, if you instead you want to stay active from now this week up until when you first start July 1st, pool running is a great option outside of complete rest. I know taking time off is tough, but sometimes one of the best things we can do as athletes is to get away from the sport, recharge, regroup, and then get back onto the roads. And making sure that when you're taking that time off, if I were you, I would take 2 weeks off minimum right now. You're 2 weeks is sufficient, but if you continue to try to train through this, I'm telling you from experience, it doesn't work, man. I know all of us, everybody that watches these videos are highly disciplined, driven individuals, motivated, including yourself. But trying to run through Achilles tendonitis and continuing to make it worse just isn't worth it, man. So if I were you, definitely I would take at a minimum 2 weeks off. And if like I said, take 2 weeks off, and then after that, consider doing pool running, or if you're going to go out and you're going to do some light jogging, focus on, again, getting off the the pavement or concrete, and try your very best to get on trails, grass, or dirt if at all possible. Ibuprofen obviously will help with minimizing inflammation and pain. So there is that option. But yeah, that's kind of the issues that I dealt with Achilles tendonitis over the years, and I had it several times. It was always either my left or my right leg, and also if you ever get very sore calf muscles, soleus muscles, I've had to deal with that over the years. Just another extra tip for any of you who may be dealing with tight muscles: look up dry needling. Dry needling, physical therapists in your area can do. It is without question the best remedy I've ever found for tight calves. Or, in my case, I had tight calves, but in other people, they might have tight shoulders, a tight back. It's sort of like acupuncture, but it's not. But what it does is that the physical therapist will point the needle into the tight muscle, and it like immediately loosens the tension in that particular muscle area. And yes, you are sore for about 48 hours after that procedure's done, but then it's like it's one of the quickest ways I've found to heal up from very tight calf muscles. Now, you can't do that with Achilles tendonitis as much, but again, just something to think about. But yeah, that's what I would do and what I've dealt with myself. I did pull running. I took complete rest. And there were times where I had Achilles tendonitis so bad where I had to, take a month off. I'd start running again. It would start tightening up again. So I'd have to take a little bit more time off, maybe another week and a half. And I would just gauge day by day how I was feeling before I continued on with my training. But the body always adapts. The body always heals itself. Our creator definitely knew what he was doing in terms of creating our bodies without question, and the healing powers that are contained within our physiology. And it will definitely heal up. And I know how frustrating it is too, man, especially when you have a goal time frame where you want to start training and you want to start exactly on that date, July 1st in your case. So like I said, you have about a month, a little less than a month right now. So what you do from now until July 1st is really going to dictate how quickly you can get back into training with hopefully not a great deal of problems with your Achilles tendonitis. Make sure that you're taking, filling up those styrofoam cups, put 5-10 of those bad boys in the freezer, and that way you can just kind of peel around the cup as you use it more and more. And that is a great remedy that I've used over the years in terms of just making sure that I'm icing Achilles, the sore Achilles, about, like I said, 10 to 15 minutes daily or every other day, just based on how you're feeling. If it becomes really painful, like I said, don't continue to run on it. Make sure that you are just making sure you have complete rest. That is without a doubt the best, but the most problematic for most runners, because again, we want to get out the door and we want to train, and we don't want to have any setbacks. We don't want to have anything that's going to interrupt our training. So I definitely understand where you're coming from there as well. But I hope this video is helpful for you all, at least to kind of be thinking about some of the strategies, things you need to be thinking about in order to heal faster and be more efficient in your processes. Like I said, a lot of athletes have never considered pool running. If you don't have access to a pool, then you have to think of other options that are out there outside of pool running, which cycling. But again, cycling still puts a little bit of pressure on the Achilles tendonitis, Achilles tendon as you're biking, but it's a little bit less stress on that particular part of the body as opposed to running, when you're hitting every single impact of your foot, you're stressing the Achilles. So, but if you do have access to a pool or a gym nearby that has one, get in the deep end. Pool running is a great workout. Aerobic workout can be a great anaerobic workout if you're not wearing the flotation device. But that is pretty much my tips for you, Matt. I hope this is clear. I hope it's helpful for you. It says, you're saying it just comes and goes. Yeah, it does. It comes and goes. And just know that I've dealt with it too several times over a 30-year career of running. You just really have to monitor how you're feeling. And if it continues, like I said, if it continues to get tight, do not try to keep running on it. Even if you feel it's tight and you feel like you can go out and you can run several miles, I'm telling you, it's much, much better to take a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks completely off than to try to get out and continue to run on this and make it tighter and make it to a point where you may have to have surgery. And there are people out there that have had to have surgeries on their Achilles because it rips. Do not get to that point. There were a few times in my career too where I thought I was going to have to, because it was so tight and so painful. And then at that point I'm completely done. I'm not going to try to run, whether it takes, I'm off for 4 months, 5 months. You have to do what you have to do sometimes in order to get better results in the long term. Okay, always think long term. Don't, and I know it's tough because in the short term you want to just keep training, you want to get out there, you can put in the work. But think about the long term effects and your long term goals as well. So I hope this is helpful for you, Matt, and anybody else out there that's dealing with Achilles tendonitis. And if you have any other questions, whether it's Achilles tendonitis, injuries, racing, training, anything business related, entrepreneurship, I mean anything, feel free to leave a comment below any of my videos. You all know I always reach back out to all of you. I try to really take the time to answer every single question or comment that somebody leaves on any of my videos. Make sure to check out the resources below all of my videos. There are obviously free content here on the videos, just advice I share about each day, things that hopefully will help impact all of your running and your racing and training. And if there's anything else I can help you all out with, feel free to reach out to me anytime. So I wish you all the best. Matt, take that time off, man. Heal up. Follow through with these remedies, and you're going to be fine, man. I think you'll be set up for success as you lead up for the New York City Marathon. And definitely stay in touch as well. So I wish you all the best, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.